For more than 40 years, this legendary 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback sat untouched inside an abandoned barn. Rain, dust, rust, and time slowly consumed one of America's most iconic muscle cars. Most people believed it was beyond saving. Today, you'll witness every stage of an extraordinary restoration that transforms this forgotten classic into a stunning masterpiece. Hidden beneath years of rust and dust was one of the most iconic muscle cars ever built. Every inch of the Mustang showed the effects of decades of neglect, but its strong frame made restoration possible. The journey began with careful documentation, followed by a thorough cleaning that revealed the full extent of the damage. Every removable part was cataloged before the body was stripped to bare metal. Rusted steel was cut away, new panels were precisely welded into place, and countless hours of sanding restored the Mustang's original shape. As the final coat of epoxy primer dried, the forgotten classic was finally ready to begin its remarkable transformation. The real transformation began the moment the Mustang entered the paint booth. After weeks of bodywork and preparation, the surface was finally perfect enough to receive its new finish. A high-quality sealer created the ideal foundation before the first coat of metallic dark blue paint was carefully applied. With every additional layer, the faded and rusted shell slowly disappeared beneath a rich, vibrant color that captured the spirit of the original classic. Once the base color had fully cured, the iconic white racing stripes were carefully measured, masked, and sprayed across the hood, roof, and trunk. Precision was critical because even the smallest mistake would be visible on such a flawless finish. Several coats of premium clear coat sealed everything beneath a deep layer of protection, giving the paint remarkable depth and shine. Even after painting, perfection required additional work. The surface was wet sanded with ultrafine abrasives to remove the smallest imperfections before being polished through multiple stages. Slowly, the paint developed a mirror-like reflection that looked worthy of a museum-quality restoration. While the body reached showroom standards, attention turned to the heart of the Mustang. The original V8 engine was completely dismantled and inspected. Every piston, bearing, valve, and gasket was evaluated. Components that could be restored were carefully refinished, while worn parts were replaced with new, high-quality components designed to preserve both performance and reliability. The freshly machined engine block received its factory-correct blue finish before the rebuilding process began. Precision measurements ensured every moving part met exact specifications. The crankshaft, pistons, camshaft, cylinder heads, intake manifold, and valve train were assembled one piece at a time, until the legendary V8 was ready to return to its rightful place beneath the hood. Next came the suspension and braking systems. Every worn component underneath the car was replaced, restoring the Mustang's handling and making it safe for modern roads. Stainless steel fuel and brake lines, a new fuel tank, upgraded brakes, and a dual exhaust system completed the mechanical restoration. Inside the cabin, the dramatic transformation continued. New black leather seats, fresh carpeting, restored gauges, polished trim, and factory-style wiring brought the interior back to life, while preserving its classic character. Finally, brand new glass, weather seals, chrome trim, and authentic Mustang emblems completed the exterior assembly. By the end of this stage, the abandoned barn find had become almost unrecognizable. What once appeared to be a forgotten relic was now only a few final steps away from becoming a fully restored American legend. Months of hard work had finally led to this unforgettable moment. Every damaged panel had been repaired, every mechanical component rebuilt, and every detail carefully restored with patience and precision. Fresh fluids filled every system one final time. The battery was connected, the ignition key was turned, and after a brief pause, the legendary V8 engine came back to life with a deep, unmistakable rumble. The sound echoed through the workshop, rewarding everyone who had spent countless hours bringing this classic back from the brink. The restoration wasn't only about appearance. The steering, brakes, suspension, fuel system, and electrical components had all been rebuilt to ensure the Mustang was ready for the road once again. It looked like a museum piece, but it was built to be driven. After a final wash and paint correction, the metallic blue finish reflected everything around it like glass. The chrome trim sparkled under the lights, The white racing stripes highlighted the car's iconic design, and the cabin felt as fresh as it must have decades ago. When the garage door opened, sunlight poured across the flawless paint for the first time. The Mustang rolled forward under its own power, leaving behind the building where it had been transformed. The journey from abandoned barn find to restored classic was complete. Returning the finished car to the old barn created the most powerful comparison of all. The same place that had hidden a forgotten piece of automotive history now welcomed back a masterpiece. Side by side, the before and after transformation, dedication, craftsmanship, and patience can accomplish. Out on the open road, the Mustang looked exactly where it belonged. The rebuilt V8 delivered smooth, confident power. Every shift, every turn, and every mile celebrated the return of an American icon. This project reminds us that restoration is about more than repairing metal. It preserves history, honors original craftsmanship, and gives future generations the chance to experience vehicles that might otherwise have disappeared forever. Thank you for joining us on this complete restoration journey. If you enjoyed watching this transformation, be sure to like the video, subscribe for more restoration projects, and let us know in the comments which classic vehicle you'd like to see rescued next. Until then, keep your passion for classic cars alive, because every forgotten machine has the potential to become extraordinary once again.